Welcome everyone to Fated Worlds: The Burning Wind. You can't see me talking because, for the same reason that this is going on an hour late, my technology is totally betraying me today. But it's great to be here. Great to see you guys. How are you all?
Good. Good.
Ready to burn some wheels or wind.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Ready to break some wind.
Yeah, we can burn wheels, just not spin them. We can burn. I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that.
Certainly not watch winds right now.
Yes. So, I guess it's kind of complicated to say where we left off because,
When did we leave off?
yeah. So, last week we were off entirely. The week before we did like a sort of a special session, but like introduced the some new characters. But the in terms of like the actual time flow, we were like just get it. We're about to, I guess, enter a tour with the original characters.
Yeah, and I think that is where we like genuinely, and ended up last time. That's where we're picking up.
Previously on the Burning Wind.
Yes.
I'll drag Ball Z.
Ah!
And we were shouting for an entire episode, and we still didn't have our power up. But maybe this time around.
Maybe this time around. More shouting.
Yeah. Well, as long as we can achieve
shout.
power level 9,000.
All right.
I don't
So-
know. I don't know.
I'm already blunt, so no need for Krillin to die right now.
You're in Super Saiyan form.
Yeah, and I mean the likeliness is uncanny.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit of hair gel to like stick it up. And, yeah.
No, I'm Super Saiyan free. I just put some artificial eyebrows on here. So
Perfect.
Oh, anime.
Yes.
wait, what's
Yeah,
the light
I've
doing?
never actually watched Dragon Ball, but I've heard
I-
interesting things about it.
Yeah. I think
It's a
I read
blast.
some of it. Like I read like the first 7 books, I think. Like there's like 7 like pockets they make here. And yeah, it's certainly a thing.
I watched some of it.
Mm.
That is true.
Mm.
It's definitely a thing.
Yeah. I think it
Yeah, no,
considered
what
more
I
of
heard
an
about it has
meme form.
everything that I dislike about an anime.
That's pretty accurate. I mean, there's some stuff that I kind of like about it, like in theory, but like not really.
Yeah.
I don't think I mean, I went on about it, but I don't think I've ever actually seen a full episode. I've seen like bits of it.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I've watched it all, except the fillers, because I always skip fillers.
Mm.
Wait, actually, I didn't skip the fillers on that one. Never mind. I watched everything.
I mean, like half of that show is fillers, so how do you even know?
No, that's inaccurate. That's inaccurate. Like there are shows that are way worse in that regard.
I mean, that's probably true.
Yeah.
I think there are not that many filler episodes, but they just stretched every episode so much that they didn't need them. I really like it. It's awesome, but for different reasons than only it being like cool or something, but also because it's just kind of the charm of it that it does things so wrong that it's fun again.
It goes all the way around to fun again.
Right?
Crosses the line twice.
So, I remember that last time we were camping on a magnificently drawn camping ground. And we had just wrapped up some trouble with, I believe we called him Trevor.
Yes.
And sounds vaguely recognizable.
His name.
And you guys were about to, I imagine, head off for a tour. But again, I don't know what you guys would do.
Definitely head off to a tour.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's the plan.
Okay. So let's get on the road. Where's my road music?
Hit the road.
On the road again.
Yeah, I mean, really, we're in a bit of a hurry because we want to get there ahead of any news from the monastery itself.
Yeah. Would be bad.
So let's see.
It's time for the driving minigame, everyone.
On the road, it's a wonderful day, and the birds are tweeting, and the horses are neighing, and there are a few interesting things that happen. Let me see if my rolling works. My rolling doesn't work. No.
No.
Oh, did I do token instead of roll? I probably did token instead of roll. There we go. Oh, I see. Okay.
Oh God.
So, it seems like some of the news went ahead of you. There's a dashing young man that recognizes you, and he says, I have friends who can help with your problems. I know these guys from
I have an idea.
From the monastery are assholes. Oh yeah, I'm sure you have an idea. But I can help with your problems.
Do we know
Of
who
course,
this guy is?
you need to be willing to deal with my friends.
I think one of us might know who it is.
I imagine so. I imagine that this young man could be recognized. If that's okay with you, Mark.
That was my idea.
Okay. Yeah, I was imagining that was your idea. So yeah, tell me, what do you look like?
Well, he's big, really big. Like,
Or you.
it's might even be big in our today's view, but for middle age, quite big. Brown hair, a bit chaotic, but I think, I don't know. Not very short, but not shoulder long either, and very muscly actually. Well, he looks like he thinks himself as handsome, so that it's like all over his face, like, hello.
Hello there.
Made of cocky?
Yes.
How old does he appear to be?
In his 20s.
Okay. And does Mathers recognize him? I mean, it's the same guy, right?
Yeah, it is the same
flashback?
guy.
Okay.
He's wearing a tank top, something like that, and yeah, he's just standing there and telling
You have a picture of him, right?
Yes.
Why don't you show it to people?
I don't know.
They
I
can
thought
just
I
be shown
should-
to people.
I mean, the jeans is
Oh, you don't
probably
have
not.
to.
It's
Not
okay.
really, yeah.
The internet can see it.
Just look at it, and I mean, jeans is probably not something you would wear in that world, so something different in that regard. But everything else could be quite accurate. All right.
Oh,
Yeah, and he just offered you what Hasse said without much of an introduction. Like he's standing behind the tree, waiting for you to pass. I can help you.
Um,
oh,
who?
this sort of help. It's somewhat familiar.
Do you know this man, Mathers?
Is one of your friends?
We've met, and it was Joseph, wasn't it?
Yes, and how could we forget the great deals we made together with our other friend?
Oh yes, yes. Well,
Field
as long
threats,
as
huh?
you know, it was equitable enough. So I am curious how it is exactly that you've heard about the situation so quickly. When we get to a tour, are people already going to know?
Hasse, are they going to know?
You can either make it up or your mysterious letter sender sent you a letter about it. One or the other.
So I've been on the from the same direction, and I heard from some of those religious zealots a bit about heretics and stuff like that. Really nasty stuff. Don't want to go too much into that. And as soon as I heard, I thought, well, some of those names, or one in particular, seems known to me. So I thought, well, maybe I should help out an old friend, right?
Right, of course.
So I thought you would probably go that way. So here I am.
Excellent. So you're offering to help us out of the goodness of your heart.
My friend.
Are you?
Well, my the goodness of my heart doesn't not know an end, but one must survive too, and get something to
True.
eat.
Well, I hear they have very good beef stew in nature.
Oh yes, I really am looking forward to trying their beef stew. Actually, maybe we can get you a bowl as well as thanks.
That would be a start, and also I hope to further my relations to Mathers, because he has a really promising business that I would like to take part in, if that is in your interest as well.
Interesting. That might be a possibility. I'll get back to you on that.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of you have the opportunity here to get some old troubles out of the way and also get some new opportunities. I think that's something you should really consider.
Yes, of course. What sort of old troubles? Just so that perhaps we can help you in return.
Oh, I'm talking about your troubles.
Oh, that, of course.
Too bad. no leverage for Mathers. So, tell me, Jojo. I'm calling you Jojo. I cannot remember Joseph for the love of me.
It's a very uncommon name.
Yes, I know. It's so uncommon. That's why I keep thinking it's John or Johnson or something. John Johnson.
John is even more uncommon, isn't it?
It's Mr. John.
So,
Mr.
Jojo,
John.
tell me,
We meet
you were
again.
speaking of friends that you had that could help. Tell me about these friends.
Well, I kind of have some connections towards people that might blackmail people in the church, but also I have connections to some bandits that might rob some of the Talon Church that will try to spread the word of this unfortunate event, stuff like that.
Might create bigger problems for them than their current ones.
Oh, they are already in trouble, so they don't mind to get into further trouble if they get
I
something to
meant
eat for it.
bigger troubles for the Talon Church than some, runaway
Oh yeah,
runaway experiments.
yes.
Well,
Yes.
as long as they're spreading the correct interpretation of events, I'm sure that both the reputation of the Talon Church and our necks can remain intact.
Yeah, I
This-
don't think I have an intelligence network that would rival the one of the Talon Church, but if you want to go ahead and try this approach, feel free to.
So, you have one particular, spokesperson of your, friends that lives in Aetur. Tell me about him or her. Like you can come up with a name and like a detail maybe too.
Yeah, how about it's actually a she and it's Corin.
Curran. Can you write that down for me? In the
I don't know.
world
I
of
think I make
20s.
Karen out of that. I think that sounds
Sure,
better.
Karen. Sure. Okay, so yeah, you haven't seen Karen in a while. You might have screwed her over a little bit when you last saw her,
Wink.
but then again, you
Not
guys,
only that.
you guys are used to that kind of thing from each other, right?
Yeah, I mean,
So I'm sure she'll be fine with it.
yeah, I mean, I'm giving her a new opportunity to forget everything and get a bit wealthier, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, she's always up for that, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys travel to Aetur. Let me move you to the map. And in Aetur, there are guards at the gates that are, looking sternly at everybody going in. Occasionally, they stop somebody and ask, what are you doing in Aetur?
Yeah, I think Joseph would suggest to write the card and everybody's going inside. So in the case that word has already spread.
It's not a covered card. It's an open
Yeah.
card.
Okay.
We should probably try to split the group up a bit, make it less obvious that we're all arriving together. Just go in at like a 5 or 10 minutes interval.
Yeah, I mean, you could let Joseph write the card. They're never looking for one guy with a card, and presuming you trust him with 2 good horses and a nice cart, and all of your alchemy stuff. That's a good plan.
Ah, yes, that's a good plan. Let's do this.
Do you trust him, Mathis?
Nearly as far as I can throw him.
Let me. I have a different idea, actually. I mean, I could write the card, but also I might just be really conspicuous so that the guards would probably have to deal with me for a moment and you guys might slip past. Does that sound like an idea?
It does.
Sure.
Seems like a valuable idea.
I have a question, by the way. Is Joseph hitting on Davy?
Not
Has
only
this
Debbie.
happened before?
Not only Debbie.
Here we go.
Who else are you hitting on?
I mean, I could see, Joseph suggesting that he play a humble farmer and his wife, and Davy or Desi would have to come along and to make the whole thing look realistic. I mean, at the very least, Joseph has put his arm around his wife because it's his wife, right?
Yeah.
I see how this is gonna be.
Yeah. That's yeah. Yes.
So which
Yes,
of
now
the
that you
present
mention
women
it.
do you choose as your victim? Do you choose Desi? Do you choose Davy? Do you choose the
Poor choice of
pale
words.
woman with or not the pale woman, the woman with the white hair?
Hmm. This is a hard question. I mean,
and more
I-
importantly, will the rest agree with his choice?
Yeah.
The-
Now we're
bad
drifting back
thing-
into Persona territory.
I don't want to disappoint anyone, so I mean, I don't mind if all the girls would want to come at the same time, but that would be too conspicuous, I guess.
Phrasing.
Yeah, this
How-
time people generally don't have 3 wives.
It doesn't matter.
Wrong
Who
country.
would you approach first? That's
Um,
the question.
Oh, yeah, let me roll a d6 actually.
Because who you wind up with at the end may not be the same.
If you wind up with anybody at all, I mean,
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think I would ask Devi to do that part.
Davy or Desi?
Devi.
Davy.
Hey.
Good
Yeah,
German.
it's weird. Like
Hey.
it's spelled
But it's
Devi. It's pronounced Davy. And
Yeah, just like this, and then pronounce it as if you're a German person.
Okay, I see.
just like this, and then pronounce it as if you're a German person. Yes, exactly like that.
Davy.
I see.
Yeah, old man.
Davy Jones Locker.
Okay. So, do you cooperate?
What, Davy? Oh, you'd have to
You
ask
guys in general.
Mathers that.
Anyone?
No, I'm just talking like this in general. Like that's my idea, and I would really need that to make it
Okay,
more.
Davy,
Well,
Davy strikes
realistic.
and says, I guess, but if you touch me, I'll chop off your fingers.
Well, we can't do that. I mean, it wouldn't be too realistic. Then I would probably need to choose someone else.
but at least maybe then the guards would be sympathetic.
She gives you a pointed stare and she says, if you touch anybody else, I'll chop off your fingers too.
I knew there was a reason why I liked her.
So,
I have trained you well.
so what you're saying is we need another plan. I see. Do you have a better idea?
Well,
No,
you could
it
try
works. We
not
can go in
touching
together.
anyone against their will, but
Yeah.
but otherwise going ahead with the same plan.
That wouldn't work. Right, Desi? Would it work? I don't
What?
think so, right?
What? I don't know what you're trying to imply.
Would you pretend to be my wife for a moment
Oh.
to go past there?
She blushes terribly. I suppose. I guess I could do that. Oh, I like riding in the cart, and I was. Well, but hold on a second. And like she pulls out like her dice, because she's like, I don't know you very well. Just one moment. She wants to roll the bones, the diviner's dice, to see if she can trust this guy. Joseph.
I mean,
to
define
ride in a car alone with
trust.
her.
Trust to do what?
You not murder her?
Yeah, I mean, he is not Littlefinger. I can tell you that.
You're not you're not restoring my confidence. I'm not the absolute worst person that you could possibly be alone in a cart with. And I'm like, yeah, I'm still not feeling it. What?
But it was honest what I said.
So yeah, I think I would like an astrology roll with my divining dice to I guess judge his intent. I want to know if he is like, I trust Mathers, but this new guy is. I should not trust Mathers. If you're just joining us, you would know that.
I mean, you know, nobody can look that good and be trustworthy, right?
So basically, I want to judge if he would be a danger to my life or our goods. I don't think that Desi would even consider that he would try to make a move on her, because that is just not something that does not even occur to her. It's not in her like realm of knowledge. Like she sets other people up with love lives. She doesn't have one herself.
Wonderful. So what would this be? Determining the auspiciousness or whatever it was of of starting a something, or asking a question, because that would make pretty significant difference to the difficulty.
Which one's more difficult?
Asking a question.
Okay, I'm
Hold on, where
pretty
is
sure that asking a question is still not difficult enough to where is it?
So
I'm
up
just
3
really
is
good at
determining
astrology.
whether an enterprise will be profitable. So that will give you a very vague, is it a good idea? Ish. You know, is he a terrible asshole? Whereas asking a question would give you a much more specific answer as to
Yeah,
what you
let's
see.
go ahead and ask the question, because I am very good at this. And I have an instinct that says that I always consult the stars before I do anything. So let's do this. Click my button. Well, it's already going to be routine for me. So, well, difficult, but I don't need any more difficult tests. So let's just chuck in omen-wise while we're at it.
And maybe Mathers will help you with his knowledge of
I'd be
Joseph.
happy to
Actually,
help.
Joseph offers her to help her out, of course, because that's what he would
Such
do.
a gentleman.
Yes.
I don't think that she finds it a good idea to get help from the person that she's
He
trying
could
to
give
get
you
a read
information,
on.
right?
I mean, that's true. You could give me information towards this, yeah. So I guess I'll accept your help. Who do either one of you? I mean, would you be helping with astrology? How would that work?
I mean, I do have astrology, so I can help with that, yeah.
Okay. I don't think anybody has a really high astrology except for me. So I will add
also true.
+2 dice.
So
No
is Mathers
Artha.
helping?
Oh yeah, Mathers, are you helping? Are you both helping?
Sure. I'll help also.
Let's do this. 3 dice.
You can certify that yeah, that Joseph is not talking entire nonsense when he says stuff.
Yes. Check on that.
Cool. All right, base on 4. Let's roll. Yeah, 5. Yeah.
Okay, so your question was, is he going to do something other? Is he going to commit a crime against you, basically?
Yes. I want to re-roll my my 6 to see if I can get a flourish on this and get like more information than I would have otherwise. No, but it was worth it to spend more Artha on my astrology.
Okay, so Jojo, why don't you tell her? Are you going to commit a criminal act against her? Aside from
that's
being criminally handsome.
I mean, it's not really his intention right now. I mean, I can't talk for the future, but right now that's not what he's planning to do.
Okay. He's not planning on doing it, but it may happen. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, I can't foresee the future, right?
I mean, I can. That's the point. So at this time, it does not appear that criminal activity will take place on this.
Yeah, but you see, like, there's a bit of a muddled edge to the reply that gives you an idea that, you know, who knows? There may be something about this guy.
Don't give him the wrong opportunities or the right for him.
So, in helping, do I see that muddled edge to it as well?
I mean, Desi's the one who rolls it. She can tell you.
What is your astrology at, Brad?
I believe it's 3.
Yeah, I think she'll point out, like, she says, "Oh, well, I think he's trustworthy, but I'm not." There's like a die that it like indicates like
Uncertainty?
Yeah, maybe. I was thinking more like
Opportunism.
Yeah, that's a good one. Opportunism. And she kind of points to it and says, "But this is a question mark. He may change his mind. But for now, I think it's a good idea. Yes, I'll play the part of." And she blushes as she says, "Wife."
I see.
Excellent.
And
I will not disappoint you.
Okay, so I'll go to clap Jojo on the back. Is that cool?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I'll clap you on the back and then try and. Oh well, I'm sure that our new friend, and I'll try and pluck a hair. Does that work out? Or is that a challenge?
You should probably challenge that because
I mean, you've been around the university, so you would know at least some of the dangers of, you know, giving off hair and stuff like that. So
I've not been around this university too much, but I kind of know how sympathy works because I can do a little myself.
Basics.
So.
Yeah, it's kind of the warning 101. You know, you go to university and you learn, do not give a stranger any hair or blood.
Yeah.
And here's where you can find the library.
Yes, exactly.
So if you want to do it without me noticing or do it at all, I guess you need to roll for it.
Yeah, I think it would be best if it's not noticeable until I actually have the hair. That'd be great.
So like stealth
stealthy?
versus observation or something?
Is it maybe just agility though? Maybe?
Well, not noticing is stealth.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I see that. Yeah.
And
It's not perception. Is it observation?
I'm specifically trying not to be noticed in doing so, so it would be observation, I think.
I see.
It is.
Because taking your hair is like.
Yeah, but
Minecraft.
he might be taking one that's already fell, like that's just clung on your back. I don't know how it's with you, but at least with me, like my hair falls out always.
Ah, yeah, I see. Okay. That means beginner's luck test. Woo! Thank you.
Nice.
Can I fork in falsehood? Since I'm, playing it up as my buddy.
I mean, if you were verbally lying to this guy, I don't see why not.
We're not friends. Haha.
Oh yeah, I said my new friend, and I'm acting all comradely as I go to steal his hair so that for insurance. So yeah.
I think that would work.
Okay. Do I want to spend any Artha? No.
Who needs Artha?
Okay, and it's base ob 1. We're just rolling against each other, right?
Yeah. So one of you rolls first, and then the other uses the obstacle
ahead.
of the other person.
All right.
Okay, so yeah, that's going to be
So
hard.
that is
So
up 3, and
ob 3
then
it'll
it
double.
automatically doubles it to 6.
Yes, I know. Yeah, I think you're good to go. You're Gucci.
You pull off like the smoothest maneuver of like, hey buddy, and then you slip one of his hairs into your sleeve, and before you know that hair was just never there.
So yeah, and afterwards,
Can I have seen that?
I'll
You can
do
roll
it.
observation against obstacle 3.
I would love to.
Okay.
You can do so as well if you like, Lynn.
I think Lynn is more concerned about getting into the city more so than whatever matters.
Whatever
Whatever bullshit matter.
Do you,
No. Ow.
Oh.
0. I did not
Oof.
see any of that.
No, I think what happens is
But-
that maybe Lynn is helping you like dress the part.
I got a test, which gets me which is what I needed to level up my observation skill.
Sweet.
So cool.
Yes,
All right.
so maybe Lynn and Davy. I don't know if you would be
Mhm.
doing that, Lynn, but Davy would definitely be doing that. She'd be like preparing you for looking, more regular.
Oh,
Get rid of all the scrolls and stuff, and
Yeah.
try to, get
like all the
that-
branched out of your hair.
that dress really needs a waist. Like, here, use this scarf, stuff like that.
But
You just find like a bird in your hair.
that's normal. That's normal.
Flies
That's normal
out.
Desi stuff.
Maybe less birds.
But I like birds.
by the way,
Just for
I just
You-
realized.
You want soon enough.
I just realized I have a trait called Fey Companion. How does that exactly work? Because I
Ooh.
don't have that what's it called again? The magic burner, or what's it called? Yeah.
One of these two.
Codex?
Yes.
Mm.
You have 2 of them now?
Yeah.
Oh, because you got the reprint
codex.
for the
Yeah.
thing, right?
Indeed.
Oh, we don't
Ooh.
have to do that now. We can do it after the session.
That is cool though. Fey companion. We'd have to figure out how that works because Fey are very hidden in
Yeah.
this world.
And I thought that one is cool. I could get some stronger stuff, but that one
that
is
a
cool.
trait?
I take it.
I
Does it-
see Fey blood, but not Fey companion.
I think it's the spirit familiar that we just renamed. If I'm not misremembering.
Well, I did miss that. So spirit familiar page.
Was with gifted child somewhere that you
Yeah.
get it cheaper or something.
So I have a question for
Yeah.
you then, Joseph.
Mhm.
Yeah, spirit familiar.
Your Fey companion. How does it blend in? Like, is it invisible most of the time? Does it just look like a regular animal? Does it hide in your clothes?
Do I have to answer that right now, or can I have some time to think about it?
You can have time to think about it for sure.
Because I forgot about it myself. I just saw it right now and thought, hey, I have
Sorry,
to take care of that.
Like a D&D familiar.
No, definitely, and we can also have you find a familiar through play that you don't have it yet.
Mhm.
If you prefer that, then just let me know, like if you have any preferences about the type of familiar or whether I should come up with something.
Okay, I'll look into it.
Yeah,
I think
you think about it.
until next week I should have time to think about it at least maybe today.
Sure, no rush.
Okay.
So as as Davy is preparing you, she's like at the end she makes like this sidling comment. Well, have fun with your date. And by the way, if he does something like misbehaving, then let me know because I'll
But I don't. We're just getting the cart into the city. It's not a, it's not a date.
I'm sure it will be fine. And at this point, I'll take out the hair, pull it into two pieces, give one to you, Desi, and the other to Davy, with a significant eye towards Jojo. So I'm not hiding that it's available now. Oh, I'm sure he'll be on his best behavior, right?
Davy has this really wicked grin on her face.
And
Do I see
yeah.
that myself? And
Oh yeah. I'm obvious about it now.
I'm looking like I just I make a false roll if that is fine with you. I look like really sad. Like I didn't know you would do something like that and think of it like that. It is really disappointing. I thought better of you.
You can make a falsehood roll, and then everybody can roll against whatever obstacle you create to see if they buy you, and they can possibly use that as
the hell.
What? Wow.
Wait,
No sixes either.
I do have glib. That means I can re-roll it, right?
It might mean.
Yeah.
I don't have the book here right now because I'm at my dad's place.
That sounds
Somebody
right.
else would have to look that up, but that does sound familiar.
See,
That
glib.
sounds familiar. Glib, you say?
Yeah.
327.
Column trait for sitting platters, falsehood, and seduction. Yeah, you're good to go.
Okay.
Cool.
So I can reroll the ones
failed
I
ones.
failed
got.
ones.
Okay,
better.
and now it's 6 up 6.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
you.
And
And
you can use a fate point on your 6 possibly if you would.
that's what I want to do. Yes. That's
Wow.
fate point into falsehood. Yes, please. I'll take it.
Is
I'll take
falsehood
that.
challenged by perception or observation or something else?
Falsehood is against the target's will, I think.
Oh, against the target's will. That is correct.
Okay, it's
well, you beat
7.
me.
7. Then,
And
right?
I should have considered
Damn.
to fog something in, but well,
Oh, you should have done that beforehand, though.
yeah.
Um,
Play for
So
Uh,
7. Does anybody have a will of 7 or above?
No, you've
No,
moved
not so
Desi
much.
greatly, and she like takes her little piece of hair and she walks up to Jojo and is like, I'm sorry, this was such a breach of trust. Here, take it back.
David looks at you and says, I'm keeping mine anyway.
And
Because it's just against the will. It's not a real rule.
No,
Oh,
you
okay.
don't roll it again.
Okay.
It's just
Yeah.
it's not opposed.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Levi's like very quiet, and he's like,
Does Levi see through Jojo's?
no, he doesn't have that high of will.
I see.
But that Joe's like, I thank you very much that you at least have a higher trust, and That's really nice of you. You know, maybe it wouldn't be too bad if I told the truth there, that you would be my wife. But well, maybe at some point.
She Dizzy just kind of blinks like lost, like she didn't follow that.
Davy gives you this wink, like, "See, I told you so."
Completely over her head. Completely over her head. She's so adorable, but she has no idea.
Yeah.
And Mathers looks contrite, but then gives a shrug like, well, it is the way it has to be, but sorry.
Mm.
So, Lynn, do you do anything specific to disguise Desi?
To disguise Desi, I don't think so.
As a proper housewife.
See, I don't think Lynn knows what that is.
That's fair.
I
think what she does is that she braids Desi's hair.
Oh.
I guess I could just go into the city and buy some stuff.
Well, the whole point is for us to get into the city.
Yeah, you can wait here, and I go to the city alone.
I'd like to look Desi over and make sure that her current appearance passes the inconspicuous test.
I mean,
Like,
Davy tried to help. Davy tried to help a little, but it's still Desi.
Okay. So, I mean, I wouldn't know how to disguise Desi as like someone in particular, but I have a fair amount of knowledge about how she should like hold herself and any particular things that she might currently be wearing that would attract attention that we need to exchange for other stuff so that it all looks like nothing remarkable. I
have a great idea. We should just put something over the hair and then let her act like she's sleeping on and leaning next to me, so I can cover her face while riding past. That would work, right?
Well,
definitely not just an excuse to get a good-looking woman to press her face up against your chest for an indeterminate amount of time.
What do you think of me?
Davy like looks at you suspiciously, and she says, "Well, I mean, it is Desi, so maybe desperate measures are needed. No offense, Desi.
But I mean, hiding your face isn't of itself suspicious.
I don't really.
Right.
We need to get in and with the cart, and it's better if one of us travels with him. Joseph seems like a nice enough man, but I think that a couple traveling together would be less suspicious than. But I don't know why you're fussing so much. My clothes are fine.
That's the point where I strike a dramatic pose. If you have any better ideas, now's the time.
So can I do inconspicuous to like to like prep her, or is it just like a help to an untrained roll?
Yeah. So you would give her help to an untrained roll. So you just give her a die like beforehand.
Okay.
Be like, here, have a die whenever you're trying to be inconspicuous, and then she's like,
Of course.
Being inconspicuous.
So good at being inconspicuous. Don't even worry about it.
Yeah, I think Lynn's help with the hairstyle and whatnot is going to be for city-wise. This is just what people in the city
Sure,
look
yeah,
like.
that makes sense. That makes sense. I mean, Lynn
Yeah.
has seen people, right? Lynn knows what's
Lynn has seen people.
Lynn has seen people. Yep.
I've
That's
met the
and
people, but
you get a die from Davy as well. Like Davy just like says like, that's maybe one layer too much. I always imagine Desi wearing like a couple of layers of clothes,
yeah, for sure.
and Davy's like, just take like those 2 layers of like that there. That is your least conspicuous layer.
Okay. I don't know if I feel like really comfortable. And like she like takes off her shawl, and then she like adjusts her blouse like very fidgetedly. But she's like, but if you're sure, okay.
Girl,
Actually,
you look gorgeous.
we probably have some a cover for to sleep at night, what we can put over her, right? So when she's sleeping anyway, she could sleep under a cover. That make her more inconspicuous, right?
I mean, not necessarily. That depends on whether she's hiding her face. Like hiding her clothes, probably a good idea. Hiding her face makes her look like somebody who wants to hide her face.
Yeah, I mean only the clothes
Up
and
to her
then
neck. Yeah,
yeah.
that would probably make her less conspicuous.
Okay. Sure. Yeah. Well, I follow all of their instructions perfectly.
So the question is, will you lean up against him pretending to be asleep?
I've been told that will help, so yes, I will.
Awesome.
And like at the last moment, Davy comes at you and says, under her breath, "No games," or "I'm watching you."
I like your fire.
oh, you like
And-
fire, do you?
And I think
And I wink,
there's like.
but please, not too much fire.
Yeah, I think there's definitely like a small, quick montage of like Desi like leaning up against Joseph and like and putting his arm around her, and her like not being comfortable because she's not really used to like contact like this, and she like shifts around, and it's like 5 minutes of her like it's like an anime scene where like she tries one position, it doesn't work, she tries a different position where she's like laying across the bench and her lap is in, or her head is in his lap, and that doesn't work, and like there's just another one where she's just like laying over backwards with her feet on top of the bench, and that's just crazy, you know. Before
all the
finally
time you
she
need. Take your
she
time.
settles into just like kind of nuzzled under his shoulder, and it seems to be comfortable enough for now, so yeah.
Are you good to go, the lady?
She kind of subtly nods her head up against his chest without saying anything.
All right, let's go. Well, wish me luck, folks.
Good luck.
Good luck.
And
So, the rest like breaks into small groups. Like, are you guys sending Jonas into the city? The obviously very furry guy.
Ooh.
I mean,
Uh,
we might put him under a cover in the cart, maybe.
well, okay, so this is the city gate that we're worried about, or
Yeah.
Just to check. Okay.
Could we try to shave him?
Actually, we should just leave him
You can try to
outside.
shave him, sure. I'm not sure if that would get rid of the fangs and such, though.
We
Keep
probably
his
That would
mouth
be really
shut.
funny. You shave him and all of a sudden his fangs retract. It's weird. Like
It's like
really
Samson. His power lies in
Like,
his hair.
his claws are
Yeah.
retractable, so you know maybe his fangs are too.
I mean, we should probably
Could you
just
try not like yeah.
You
Right.
could saw them.
device
Maybe
says
just-
we should
Yeah.
just leave him outside and go to him afterwards, because I can't come up with anything to hide him effectively all the time.
Maybe not all of us should go into the city.
Maybe
Yeah.
Levi stays behind with the 6 people, or at least
Levi needs to talk to his contacts though.
Hmm.
To get things rolling.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's just have him camp outside the city. That seems much safer.
Is anybody
Is it-
staying behind to watch them?
So,
Davey,
maybe
perhaps?
Lynn and Katerina stay with them.
I see.
Okay. Actually, yeah. If Davey's willing to stay outside, that seems safer, and this seems like if things go poorly, this is the sort of danger where being badass won't actually help. So, I'll try and convince her that I trust her to watch over them, and I. I'm not sure
She
this one goes
nods.
for it, but okay.
She nods, and she gives you the hair. Just make sure that you have Desi's back, because if you don't, well, we're gonna have trouble.
Of course.
She gives you one last stare, Jojo, and then heads off into a forest somewhere to camp.
I'd be like,
and given the hair, I will concentrate on it. Try and probably starting up another headache, trying to get some feeling of connection. But probably just isn't going to happen. Because wet noodle alar.
wet noodle not potent enough, damn.
Yeah. I mean, let's see. You get a nosebleed.
Okay.
Oh no. That's what I'm
Didn't
scared.
know we're that kind of anime.
I didn't know Mathers was so impressed by Jojo.
I just can't help it.
Maybe you need to talk to Desi about that, or Davey about that.
I
Or
mean,
Desi.
maybe Desi soon too.
I mean, maybe both.
Yeah,
It's true. It's true. Gotta get that worked out.
So, yeah. It's
So
a complicated modern relationship, especially very
Yeah.
modern for
yeah,
Yes.
the Tamarind.
Tamarind,
Very modern
yeah.
for Tamarind.
Tamarind.
Okay, so let's see if the guards stop you. Let's say you have a 1 in 3 chance to get stopped. 1 is getting stopped, 3 is not. You are not getting stopped.
Yay!
So no inconspicuous.
So,
role and all that stuff.
No inconspicuous role, but that was thanks to you guys doing good work, because if she was very conspicuous, then you would have been stopped no matter what.
Okay.
So, yeah, the rest of you idle in. For some of you, they will just casually ask like, "Hey, what are you doing in the city?" But they're not really interested in your answer. They'll say, "Sure, knock yourself out."
Knock yourself out. Okay.
Yes, it's especially a Turan saying, which means it means have fun.
They're very
Have
common
fun
in Alter.
and praise Telu, because the Aturans are very religious. So knock yourself out is basically the equivalent of have fun and praise Telu.
Perfect. Nice.
They're very particular people.
Yes. So, something else.
Yeah, when they say
happens.
knock yourself out, they mean have a religious fainting spell over Taylor.
Yes, yes.
Which is fun.
So, as you're rolling into the city, Desi, something happens. Ooh, you
I'm
are
sorry.
feeling particularly heroic. Let's see who that happens to.
I mean, it kind of has to be Jojo, right?
So currently,
Jojo just kind
currently-
of lives and breathes this.
Jojo and Desi are the closest by. So one is Desi, two is Jojo. Oh, Jojo, you are feeling like the hero. You know, you don't know what it is, but this woman lying up against you, I mean, now's your time to shine.
You be a hero.
So you will feel pretty heroic. You can, of course, try to resist feeling heroic if you would rather not feel heroic.
Hmm.
You can also just accept it as a natural part of who you are.
Being
Um,
heroic.
it-
I mean, how far does that go? What does that imply?
It just means that, you know, whatever happens, even if it gets you into trouble, you are going to be the hero today.
Oh, that sounds good.
I
Sure.
definitely think that at some point, like once we get into the city, we're like waiting on the cart, or something, and like Desi actually does fall asleep, and like, while they're like up against him, just it starts like drooling onto his shirt in a very probably adorable manner.
If that happens, it would probably be heroic by finding herself a place to sleep, carrying her all the way up without her working her up, and paying in advance.
Ah.
If that would be one possibility. I mean, that would be pretty heroic, right? Right?
Yeah,
Right?
and you just heard she wanted to try the beef stew in Aether. And as happens, you know the place where they sell the best beef stew in Aether. I mean,
Oh.
the people there are a little bit of religious sticklers, but that shouldn't be a problem. They have beds for the night.
I'm
And,
sure
like,
that's not a problem at all. Religious sticklers, no,
Yeah.
definitely not at all a
I mean,
problem that we're specifically trying to
We are
avoid.
probably here before the word spread, right? Before.
yeah, I imagine you would be. I mean, you know, it didn't spread to very many people anyway.
So, beef stew?
Those like the wanted posters.
Yeah, no. The place is definitely not yet filled up with wanted posters. Yet.
Yes.
So yeah, there's this adorable inn just off Main Street. When you enter,
Adorable Inn.
you're required to, you know, take your shoes off, you know, bow, say praise Telu, and then you will be accepted as a acceptable member of society. They have you know, special rules written, sort of commandments for, you know, eating beef stew Tailin style, which involves a lot of, you know, thank you. They actually have a burning wheel hanging that lights the place. It's very fancy.
Meta.
Mm.
Pretty meta.
Mm.
Meta?
And they
Meta.
happen to have a room available for the day. It's only 2 flights of stairs up, so
So,
Well, luckily Desi doesn't weigh very much, so
yeah. So,
I mean, she's even missing a finger, so that's all that weight that's not there either.
it's true. It's true.
Yeah.
it
True.
would have
No-
been a challenging test, but without that, it's okay.
Yeah, so go ahead and
Most
carry
of the
her
weight
around
is in the
without
finger.
waking her up.
Yeah. What do I roll for that, though?
That is a good question. Physique probably or something. I don't know.
Power,
Or
agility,
that one.
Power.
power.
Probably just a power test.
Okay.
Yeah, it sounds like it'd just be plain power. Let's see. Your obstacle. This is something.
I'm gonna carry this
Actually, you
sleepy
can
woman up to
accomplish
my
if you
room.
concentrate. Up 3.
Okay. I'm looking if I can. Yeah, I don't think I can fog something
I
in
will
there.
warn you.
No,
If this
it's just
goes
a
wrong,
test.
you could potentially, hurt yourself. If it goes very wrong, you might even break something.
Well, YOLO.
No.
No, Jojo.
All right.
Also, it's a
Got him.
difficult
Oh, nice.
test
Power
in power that is actually
That is
pretty
nice.
hard to come by. Okay, I did it. Yay.
Okay, yeah, you carried
Display
her down,
manly
laid her
power.
gently on the bed.
Power.
Unlimited power.
So the rest arrive at the cart, and would you go back to the cart? Would you just leave it unattended? Like,
No, of course I would take care of the card. I'm not stupid.
okay. So when you come back to when the rest of you come to the cart, Joseph is there. Desi is not.
Yeah, I
What?
would like before you guys worry, she's upstairs and sleeping in that inn.
Hmm.
You can look for yourself if you don't believe me. She kind of fell asleep. I mean,
Really?
I don't know
Lynn,
if
do you
I'm
want
too
to-
boring or if I'm so relaxing. It could be a good or a bad thing.
Lynn, would you like to take a quick look? Just be sure.
I was under the impression that I went with Davy and the others.
Oh, you stayed with Kat. Oh, I'm sorry.
did you?
Okay.
Yeah, me and Katarina went.
Do you want to
ahead.
participate in the story as somebody else?
Let's see.
Or are you like, you know what? Fuck role playing. You guys do that without me.
Let's see. I could probably be someone. I could spin someone into being.
You wanna be the incredibly religious tavern owner?
Could I
So
do
you get
that?
to annoy everybody by making up religious rules.
I would take that.
Like dogs in the vineyard.
Yeah, not sure if I have that in me right now.
I see.
I could be another patron at the tavern or
Sure.
You're not
someone
supposed-
around.
You're not supposed to add the salt on the northern side of the bowl. That is
Oh.
blasphemy.
You can decide who you want to be, or I can roll on my roadside table because all of them have people in it, and you can just pick whatever person comes out of that roll.
Yeah, sure. This is gonna be a stranger at the tavern.
Okay, let me see what stranger you are and what you are up to.
You are
I
fortunate.
hope this works because I didn't actually made it for this purpose, but I think it should.
It's probably fine.
Oh, you're a tinker.
Okay, cool. So, yeah, we'll see when that comes up. But he'll probably be in like a common room of some sort, probably while they're eating.
Cool. So, by the way, do you wanna do like cutscenes for Lynn and Katarina as well? Do you
mean,
have anything important they are doing, or?
Yeah, I do have one thing that Lynn
Okay.
wants to bring up at least.
Why don't we do that now then? You've been quiet for a while.
Okay. Yeah, so maybe this is us at camp, or maybe we're heading there or like setting up where we're going to be waiting for the others.
Yeah, I
think-
imagine you would have said like where you meet, or where you set up, so that everybody knows. So you'd be there and probably be setting up or something along the lines.
Yeah, I mean, if Levi is going to be bringing these people to Kershane with him afterwards, I think that's like the plan.
It was a plan.
Mm.
I think.
So,
At least I know Levi was interested in some of them in one of his beliefs.
was that the plan, Levi?
Wait, sorry, I zoned
Was,
out there
was
for-
the plan that you took care of the 6 people? That Levi took care of the 6 people, rather?
Yeah, kind of. Well, like there are a few interesting people out there that might be beneficial to my ring, and yeah,
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
also might help then at the same time. But I mean,
Mm.
that's like a nice collateral, I guess.
Yeah. If the understanding is that these people are going to go like further eastward after we're down here, then we would probably make an effort to make a loop around the town and camp somewhere on the other side. So we're probably
sense.
walking for most of the day.
Sure. I
stopping
imagine you'd have
whenever
some
we need
horses
to.
with you as well, since, no need to give too many horses. You might even have all the horses, aside from the ones in front of the cart, that the rest went in on foot.
Yeah, probably.
So
But
everybody has at least one horse, some people multiple. So you guys can make a fast getaway if you need to.
Yeah, or like at least probably like enough horses for all of them. Like for all of them, so that you can travel on horseback back to the university. But after that, we'll bring as many as we can. So I don't know how many we end up with, like 5, I think.
Sure. So you're walking around around Ator. So what are you doing?
Yeah, I think this is me and Katarina mostly. Like the rest of us are there, but the scene sort of focuses on us.
Yeah.
And I think maybe the kid. I think Jesse, what's his name?
Yes.
He's walking in front of us, talking to somebody. And I think Lynn is looking at him because he was the one that was also like a bit special, right? Like he was the one that we talked to.
Yeah. You talked to him. He had a reflection of a monster. But other than that, like, he's been very hesitant to talk about his powers and to reveal whatever they were.
Yeah, and I think Lynn also remembers very vividly that Katarina seemed attached to this kid.
Yeah, like what you make up from what she tells you is that they had like cells opposite from each other. And, she just felt sorry for him because he was only a kid and he was in here and he'd been in there like way longer than she had. So she'd kind of, taken him under her wing as well as she could, like, being a cell apart.
Yeah, then I think Lynn is going to bring up to Katarina, like while they're talking, the suggestion that they take Jesse with them to Tenway. That maybe they could build a good home for him there.
She blushes a little bit and she says, "You were reading my mind, right?"
Well, I try not to.
I would love to, keep him if he wants to.
Yeah, of course, if he wants to. But...
Are you sure you're up for that kind of responsibility? I mean, you're still studying.
I mean, I never saw myself as a mother, really. But I suppose this is sometimes that's just how life works out. And I think he would have a better place with us than with Levi and his people over there.
God, yes. Yeah, I mean, we kind of have to take him if the alternative is Levi. I mean, nothing against Levi. He seems nice enough, but he's not exactly a mother,
No, not at all. Did you see that friend of his we ran into? It's strange.
The big guy?
Yeah.
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 I mean,
not sure about
he
him
seemed
either.
very sensitive about everything
Mm.
for a guy that big.
I don't know. Maybe a bit too much. I think he was trying too hard, Just putting on airs.
I don't know. He seemed genuine.
I haven't been around too many lies as of late, maybe.
It's okay. We'll go home and we'll figure this out. No.
No.
Ah.
Yeah.
Mm.
There's food involved.
Food.
Food.
So, yeah, I'm not sure if we need to do too much more there. Let this set them
You
off
could
on
ask
that
Jesse
trajectory.
if you could ask Jesse if he wants to,
Yeah,
or
I
you
think-
could just kidnap him. I mean that is also an option.
I mean, we are going to ask him. So maybe we show that as well. Maybe that's a bit later in the day.
Okay, sure. Yeah, we'll head back over to you guys.
Yeah.
In the Burning Wheel Inn. It is the Burning Wheel Inn because that is so not a cliche name for a tour. I mean, there's a lot of Burning Wheel somethings here. Burning Wheel Shop, Burning Wheel Inn, Burning Wheel Church.
Stay on brand.
So, Levi, if you could keep an eye on things here for just a moment, I just want to make sure that Desi's all right, and then I think there's some a few matters I need to.
Levi is like, you see how big I am? You see how big this guy is? just saying.
I'm sure you have the
Yes.
skills to deal with him.
Well, I'm mostly sure that our new friend will mind his P's and Q's, right?
I think you should not talk in that like that. If you are holding me hostage, basically.
Oh no, perish the thought. I don't know why you would think that. It's well,
he just looks at you like,
yeah,
really?
yes. Well, I do expect good behavior because there are consequences for all actions. If you wish to if you feel the need to go elsewhere, we're not holding you. That is the safeguard is against betrayal, not to compel your full cooperation. Is that understood?
I just hear unnecessary bullshit when you're basically threatening me physically in a most dubious way. Let's just put it like that.
Oh, I'm sorry you feel that way. That was not my
I mean,
intent at all.
You took this hair
a
from me.
semi-stranger takes their hair.
You took this hair from me. I know what that means.
Yes.
When I
But
see
there's
of this hair disposed, we can talk like before again. But until then,
very well. I'll be right back. So I'm just gonna go in and go check on Desi.
Yeah, I assume Joseph told you where she was. And
Desi's fine.
She's exactly where she's supposed to be. Unless you wandered off in the meantime, Desi. I mean, that's always...
No, I think she's still sleeping. Like, I figure she probably didn't get very much sleep in the camp the night before.
Probably.
Like,
Aww.
and so, yeah, she's just like sleeping, like regular sleeping, and maybe maybe Mathers wakes her up.
Yeah. He would just to because it seems odd that she would be sleeping right now after arriving. But I mean, it you know there's a matter of needing to sleep, but I just want to make sure that you're not like groggy and poisoned or
Yeah, that's a reasonable thing. So like, I mean, do you knock on the door to wake her up, or did he like give you the key?
I'll just knock on the door. I mean, if I have to go back and get the key because there's a problem, then there's a problem. But
I don't think
there's
it's
not
locked
supposed to be
anyway
a problem.
because I don't want to lock you inside.
I mean, that's fair.
Zähneputzen.
So, yeah, I think that like she startles. We like the camera cuts to see that she startles awake in the
Oh, where am I?
like what? Where? Oh, I seem to be in a bed, and like she's a little bit confused. But like you can hear her like wake up, like noises of her like waking up and like being confused come through the door after your initial knock wakes her up. Like she didn't consciously register the knock, but it woke her up. You know what I mean?
So you hear some rustling
and I
noises
just knock
inside.
more insistently. Desi,
Oh.
is everything okay?
Mathers, I'm so sorry. I must have fallen asleep. And like you can hear like her boots on the floor, because I figure that he didn't like
Undress her
in any way, like so, or even probably put the covers over her or anything. She's probably just like on top of the covers of this bed with her boots on, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And so yeah, like her boots hit the floor, and a short minute later, she answers the door. So sorry, Mathers.
Oh, not a problem. I just wanted I just wanted to make sure that nothing untoward had happened. You're clear. You're
Oh yeah, I'm fine.
So it doesn't look like there's any pupil dilation.
It's
So it's not untoward.
like, and like I feel like he's like checking her, and she's just like,
Ah.
What are you?
Leave me alone.
It's fine, Mathers. Is that beef stew I smell? Oh my goodness, come on, let's try it.
Well, there's. I'm sure the beef stew is quite good. I intend to, but there are a couple of matters I need to see to. Why don't you why don't you go down and get a bowl, and we may need to trade off. Well, I guess now that we're checked in, we can just put in the cart. I want to. There's several irons in the fire at once. I'm sorry.
She's completely lost, and she just kind of nods. Are you going to warn her she's supposed to take her boots off, because she does not know that part of the tavern's policy for sure?
Oh, yes.
Just
like if they
heads up. Oh, see.
Yeah.
Yeah,
unless
there
I
were
flood
like
that as well.
a bunch of signs and stuff.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, but I couldn't see them because I was asleep.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yes, do be sure to take off your boot.
She like looks down and realizes that Mathers is barefoot and is like, "Oh, all right." And then she'll take off her boots and leave them in there. Cool.
Excellent. Well, actually, do we want to take a short break now, or do we want to go on for a little bit more, or
We
what do you
do
guys
a
think?
short break.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would like a break.
Seems
Break
good.
sounds good.
All right. Then see you in a bit.
Okay. See you.